Hey, how you doing? Welcome again. It's Ranger Martin here with the Dinosaur Experience live broadcast. I hope you're having a great week. I know we are. And we're getting really close now to Christmas. So I thought we'd go a little bit more Christmassy with our show here today. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as we are. I know it's going to be great. Now, I wanted to mention as well, this is going to be the last show before next year. Because we've got so much going on at the moment, and I apologise that we're going out on a Tuesday. I know we normally try and go on a Wednesday or a Thursday, but we've got so much happening here at the moment that we had to go for tonight instead. Hope it hasn't messed you up too much, but we've got a great show for you. It's an absolutely packed show, and I'm hoping you're going to be able to enjoy a lot of the stuff that we've got lined up for you. So let's have a look what we've got. So coming up, we're going to look at our riddle of the day. That's always a positive thing that we always like looking at. We're going to do some birthday shout-outs. We're going to look at dinosaur of the day, which is this week is going to be the Carnotaurus. And then we're going to look at making some dinosaur Christmas ornaments. And then finally, we're going to have a little look around the web and have a look at the dinosaur experience on the web. Now, I just wanted to say we are live at the moment. We're live on Facebook for our Dinosaur Experience group. We're live on the Dinosaur Experience Kids Facebook page. And also we're live on YouTube. If you wanted to say hello, then type into the comments, hit return, and it will come up on my screen here, just as Ashley Burke has done here. Let me see if I can share that. There we go, Ash Burke. And she's calling from Kaplan in Louisiana. Hello there. It's great to see you. Thank you for joining in. If anybody watching wants to join in as well, just put in there where you're from and your name, and we'll try and get to you as we go. I also wanted to say, you don't forget to put your name and where you're calling from, because I won't be able to see everybody's name. I also wanted to say, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, and then that way I know that the sound is going out. So if you can hear me now, give me a thumbs up. I'll see those come up on my screen, hopefully, and we should be good. So it looks like we've got a few people watching. Hello, someone says hello, someone says hola, hola, and it's really good that you're joining us today. So let's move on. Let's have a look at our riddle of the day. This is one of the favourite things that we do every week. It gets the grey matter going. And let's see what today's riddle is. It is, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? All right, that's a little question for you. Get your grey matter going, seeing if you can think about what the answer might be. If you think you may know, just put it in the text there, press enter, and we might bring it up as we go along. If nobody gets it, or even if they do get it, we'll come back to it at the end of the show, and I'll give you the answer for today. But let's read it again. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? What do you think? Any guesses? All right, we'll come back to it at the end of the show. Now, I wanted to say hello to some people. I wanted to say hello to some birthdays this week. So here we are. These were these week's birthdays. We've got Alonza here. He turned 3 this week. We went up to Mansfield on Saturday. Now, Mansfield's about 4 hours from where we live, so it's a long way from where we live. But it was a fantastic birthday. We really loved meeting you, Alonza, and it was a fantastic journey, and we loved your birthday. It was so good to meet you and your relatives there. Also, we met Jaden. Jaden turned 3 as well. Jaden was from Hammond. He's a real big dinosaur fan. He met Nash and he met Rexy, and we had a great fun meeting him and all his friends. So I just wanted to say hello to you guys. Happy birthday, and thank you so much for having the Dinosaur Experience come to your birthday. We really love meeting you, and Nash and Rexy had a great time. Now, there's one more person that I want to wish a happy birthday to. It's not quite his birthday yet. His birthday is on the 18th of December. And that's this gentleman here. Dinosaur George. He's going to be 39. 39? Really? All right, he's going to be 39 again. All right, Dinosaur George. If you don't know Dinosaur George, take a bit of time after this show and go and Google him. Go onto his site, dinosaurgeorge.com. George is a great guy. He teaches all about dinosaurs. He's been doing it for years, probably 20 plus years. He used to have a TV show, and now he does a he does a podcast every week, or regularly, I should say. It may not be every week, where he talks about dinosaurs and things, and he's very entertaining. This photograph here was taken last year. Dinosaur George has his own museum that he brings around, mostly in Texas, but last year he actually brought it to Port Allen near Baton Rouge, which is near where I live. And I had the honour of going down there and actually meeting him, and it was a real pleasure. He was a really nice guy, and I wanted to give him a plug for his birthday, 18th of December. So, guys, what I would love for you to do is to go over to Dinosaur George and listen and download his podcast and look at some of the stuff he does there. Really nice guy. Can't say enough good things about him, and I'm hoping that he'll come back to Louisiana soon so we can give it a plug and we can get together and he'll bring his dinosaur museum with him, which is really, really good. All right, so let's have a little look at our dinosaur of the day. Now, those of you who were watching last week's show, you'd have met this guy. Now, this is Brutus, and Brutus is our brand new dinosaur. He's about 2 to 3 years old, and we're just training him now and teaching him how he is to be ridden. He's only young and he's brand new, and we can't wait to bring him to your summer camps and your libraries this summer. And we're already getting a lot of bookings about our dinosaur show that we bring out there. So if you go to a summer camp, mention to them that the Dinosaur Experience is available, and we'd love to come and bring our dinosaurs, Nash, Rexy, and Brutus, and we'd have some real fun. Anyway, Carnotaurus. Let's have a little look at the Carnotaurus. So here he is. So the Carnotaurus sastri, as we've said before, all dinosaurs have two names. Okay, but they're mostly known by their first name. Now the Carnotaurus means meat-eating bull. Okay, so the Latin Carnotaurus, when you translate it into English, means meat-eating bull. So from that, we can gather that he's actually a carnivore. Yeah, he eats meat. He's got to be a carnivore. And the bull thing comes from his horns, and we'll talk a little bit more about his horns a little bit later. But this is what we believe that the Carnotaurus would have looked like. Now, he was discovered first in 1984 in Argentina. Now, here's the thing. We've only ever found one fossil of the Carnotaurus, okay? He's a really famous dinosaur. He's been in a lot of movies, but we've only ever found one fossil of the Carnotaurus. Now, let's think about that for a second. These things lived millions of years ago, and there were probably hundreds of thousands of them. And it just goes to show how lucky we have to be that one of them dies in the perfect spot with the perfect amount of soil and the perfect, stone around it to be actually turned into a fossil. It's really rare. And so this is the only one that we've found. Now, that means that there's probably lots and lots of other dinosaurs out there that we haven't discovered yet. That means that when you guys get older, there's no reason that you won't discover a brand new dinosaur, or maybe even the second Carnotaurus. You may find another Carnotaurus. But that's really fascinating that out of all the millions of years and the years we've been searching for fossils, we've only ever found one fossil of the Carnotaurus. Now, this particular fossil, a real good one, it's almost complete. And there was a lot of stuff that we learned from that fossil. We believe he lived, or we know he lived, in the late Cretaceous period, roughly 70 million years ago. And here's the thing about the Carnotaurus. Have a look at those little arms. Can you see them? The little arms on him. They're even smaller than the T-Rex's arms, and everybody laughs at the T-Rex because he's only got little arms. Well, look at those. They're absolutely, that we know of, there's no use that he could use for his arms. They're so small. It's almost like a hand just sticking out there. Now, the other thing about the Carnotaurus is he has horns. And here's a video here that I took recently at the Lafayette Science Museum. And you can see they've got a Carnotaurus, replica Carnotaurus skull, and he's got horns at the top of his head. Now, those horns are actually bone. They're actually part of his skull, and they protrude through. And it's believed that the Carnotaurus is the only carnivorous dinosaur that we are aware of that had horns. So that's what makes him very unique. Now, those horns could well have been longer. They could have had like a keratin on top. Now, keratin is the stuff that your fingernails are made of. Okay, and that grows on the end of the bone, and it makes it hard and longer. So it's very possible that the Carnotaurus not only did have horns, but they could have been quite long if the keratin had grown on there. Now, let's have a look at this picture. This is another picture of another artist's impression, as we've discussed before. The best we can do is artist's impressions. And you can see that we've got a skin texture here. Now, we know that Carnotaurus didn't have feathers because they found some skin. When they discovered his fossil, they found some preserved fossilized skin, and there was no trace of feathers on this dinosaur. Now, we know that some dinosaurs have been discovered, and we've discovered recently that they had feathers, but Carnotaurus is not one of those. The other thing about him, he was estimated to be one of the fastest predators of the Mesozoic period. So this guy was particularly fast for what he was. Yeah, he was a fast dinosaur. He was a carnivore. His bite wasn't particularly powerful, but it was strong enough that he would be able to catch small animals. He wouldn't be like a T-Rex where it would bite and through things and crush things. This guy had a smaller, less powerful bite, so he would be more likely to eat smaller animals. All right, so that's the Carnotaurus, and that's pretty much all we're going to be talking about with him. But what a cool dinosaur. And I can't wait to bring Brutus along to introduce you to some of those guys. So, being as it's Christmas, we like to tie in the dinosaur theme to Christmas. And last year, I actually made some dinosaur ornaments. And I thought it'd be really cool to show you guys the video so that you could see how they're made. And if mum and dad or whoever, an adult wants to help you, you could perhaps make your own dinosaur ornaments for your Christmas tree. So anyway, here's a short video of how to make them. And I'm going to run that for you now. So there we have it. That was obviously last year. I've lost a bit of weight since then. I hope you noticed. Been working really hard. But that was how we can make some dinosaur ornaments for your Christmas tree. So perhaps if an adult wants to help you, you can make your own there with a bit of spray. So what I want to do now, I want to have a quick flick around the web and show you some places where you can actually find us, the Dinosaur Experience, some of the places where we put some of our stuff so that you can find us. So let's have a quick look at that. So here we have our first page, and this is the Dinosaur Experience page, okay? This is where we, as in me and Miss Dawn, we upload stuff here about the business. So anything that we're doing, it might be birthday parties, it might be look, we're looking for somebody to be an operator with our dinosaurs. We've got a little video on here, and these are birthday parties that we attended recently. So the Dinosaur Experience Facebook page, you're very welcome to join that. And that's got somewhere around 9,000 members, something like that. So that's the Dinosaur Experience page, and we're very happy for you to join. This one's the one I want you guys to join. This is the Dinosaur Experience for kids. Now, this is a group, not a page. Now, the difference between a group and a page is that you guys can add stuff to here without it having to go through an admin. Now, obviously, we'll keep an eye on it, make sure there's nothing bad on here, get rid of any spammers that come on here. But if you had pictures, or you go to a museum, or you look at some fossils, or you have something exciting, you get some new dinosaur toys at Christmas, this is the place you can upload the pictures and show us. So let's have a little look at some of the stuff we've got on here. Okay, this is obviously advertising our live show that we're doing now. And this is Miss Dawn's secret birthday present. Sorry, Christmas present. Not really. But anyway, this is what I'm kidding her that we're going to get her for Christmas. And then there's another video here of Brutus, of us training him. I asked about Zigazoo here. I was interested to know if anybody used Zigazoo. Didn't get a lot of response, so I guess it's not quite there yet. Zigazoo's like the children's version of TikTok. And then there's last week's live show. That's the Dinosaur Experience for Kids group page. Please do join that. You can see we've got 484 members now, so that's really good. You know, it's been going, I don't know, about, well, it's 10 weeks now, because we're on week 10, episode 10 of our live broadcast. So in 10 weeks, we've got nearly 500 members. Very proud of that, and thank you guys. This is the Dinosaur Experience YouTube page. As we know, YouTube's very, very popular. It's where a lot of people come to find things. And this is our page. So if you go to search, when you get to YouTube, you can find, just type in the Dinosaur Experience and you'll find our page here. You can see we've got 53 subscribers. That's gone up 4 or 5 this week. Really happy about that. And this is where you can find previous live shows. They're all going to be here in a playlist. Rexy's Tales, that's where we read stories to Rexy, some party ideas, and then we've got all of our uploads here. There's some other stuff on here as well that we've uploaded. There's even some stuff about our brand new car here, if you're interested in cars. So that's the Dinosaur Experience on YouTube. Now, I must mention as well, please do subscribe, okay? When you find us, search for the Dinosaur Experience, either on Facebook or on YouTube, and make sure you do subscribe to us, please. It's really important to us. It helps us a lot, and it helps us to understand what videos are popular and what people are watching. I just want to go back to the web because I forgot to look at the last page, which is here. This is the dinosaurexperience.com. This is our own page. And if you were interested in perhaps booking us for a birthday, or you wanted to inquire about us coming to your school and talking, or if you wanted to come to a summer camp, this is where you could find us to get an inquiry. You can either email us here, or you can go to updates, or if you click on birthdays, for example, it'll take you to a form at the bottom where you can contact us for more information, and we'll come straight back to you. We're very proud of the fact that we don't leave people hanging. We try and come back to you within the first 2 to 3 minutes, normally within a few seconds of you sending the message. Also on here, if you click on more, you'll find Rexy's Tales, as we said before. That's where all the stories are. So if you need to get your AR points up, if you've got need some AR points, if you click on these stories here, I read the books to Rexy. They're all AR points. And then you can go to school and take your test and get your AR points. There's over 40 books there that you can listen to. And also, we've got the live shows here. We've got the first 9. We're currently on our 10th show. Can you believe that? 10 shows already. And a 10th one will be live on here very shortly after we've finished. Okay, so that's stuff around the web. We've got our Christmas stuff back up again. And I just wanted now to go back to the riddle of the day. All right, so let's bring that up. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Let's have a little look. Nobody. Oh, somebody said T-Rex. That's not that. It's a good guess, but it's not the right answer. You were thinking on the right lines. I've got to be honest, Ash. You were thinking, Ashley Ball. You were thinking on the right lines, but it's not a T-Rex. But it's close. It's actually footprints or steps. The more you take, the more you leave behind. The more steps you take, the more you leave behind. And that's the answer to today's riddle. All right. Just that's another one you can ask when you go back to school or when you see your friends. You can ask them if they know the answer to that riddle. All right, so we're wrapping up now, guys. We've been going a good 20-odd minutes, which is normal for us. I don't like to keep you on for hours. But what I wanted to do is to remind you that this is the last show before the new year. We'll be back probably early January, but you're going to have to watch the Facebook pages for the announcements for that. And we'll let you know when our next live show is. We'll still be posting stuff on our groups, on the Facebook page and the Dinosaur Experience group. I'd love to see your Christmas stuff that you get, anything dinosaur related or whatever. If you get some time off and you go and visit somewhere, please put it on the Dinosaur Experience kids group so that we can all see and share that. That'd be great. The last thing I want to say before we go, before Christmas, here's something I read earlier and it struck me as a good positive finish. The best Christmas gift is to realize what you already have, okay? It's not something new that you're looking for. It's that the fact that you realize how lucky you are and that you already have a lot of things in this world. All right, I'm going to leave it with that. I hope Santa brings you everything that you want. I hope you had the best Christmas ever, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the new year. And we can't wait to see you all. Have a great Christmas. Be safe. Behave, do what you're told, don't get on the naughty list, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.